welcome to another stream of Star Citizen. We're on the 4.8 live environment, running patch 118.75683. Now, this is the live environment after maintenance yesterday, and there was a 6-hour maintenance period, and yeah, we're just finding out what's what with the Star Citizen universe. We're just logging in now, and where are we? Well, that was weird. That was really weird. If you remember yesterday, we were doing the investigation missions, which have changed. Let's have a see what we've got. Oh yeah, we've got what are all these doing in here? That's weird. Why have we got fuses? Oh, just move them all. No, clear filters. Clear filters, I said. Jeez. So every personal storage has fuses and okay. Yeah, we were doing investigation missions and we didn't find a body on this one. So are these wreck sites here all the time then? I wonder. I do wonder. Thank you. I need to go down to Lawville and check things out. Turn that off. In fact, what server are we on? We're on US 1B240. It's the same server as Wayfinder Drax. In fact, I might... when I can type. Where's Lawville? There it is. Now, where's... oh god, not there. I'm trying to work out where the spaceport is. Can't see shit because it's night. But if I head... Oh, there it is. Definitely turn it off now. Yeah, I had a really good long discussion with Jedzia yesterday about mining ships, and he said, "Oh yeah, the Golem. Get the Golem. That's the one. You know, it's a starter miner ship and 32 SCU of storage space." And I'm doing some real investigation. I hate the Prospector. And the bigger mining ship, nah, I'm not into mining, so I just want something small. So I thought, yeah, why not? Melted the rock and got a golem. So I think that's probably the best idea out of everything that's available right now. But I know CIG are just gonna... Jesus, I went a bit too close to that. I know CIG is going to keep moving the goalposts, shifting stuff around. It's not great because you buy ships based on the state of the game or the state of the ship at the time you buy them. And if they're going to keep changing things, the reason you bought the ship becomes a moot point when they change everything. So, God. So yeah, it's difficult, but you can always melt them. And but once you spend the money, you know, you've basically said goodbye to it. Right, so I'm gonna see if I can refuel here. I've already heard some nightmare stories about refueling, like people paying for refueling. It doesn't refuel the ship, but it takes the cash. I've seen that one. And with your engines off, you can't refuel. I've seen that one as well. Anyway, we'll leave that as it is for now. I want to claim the Polaris. I don't think I've got that much time left on the Polaris. I want to dump this stuff first. In fact, can we combine it all? Yes, we can. Nice. La 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 la. Is that all? Weird. Yeah, let's get the ship sorted out.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
So... Oh no, I can't. I've got to go back and... In fact, I'll do that now. It's extra large hanger for the Polaris, and this is probably the last day that I've got it. I'll have to check, but it's it was great before the update. I should have done a lot more with it. I should have done a lot more with it. But I mean, there's no way I can do the save the pilot missions for Citizens for Prosperity.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Right, Polaris, 1 day, 9 hours. Okay, so I'm going to claim that here.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
And what do we got here? Scrap that. Scrap that. Perseus I haven't got anymore, because that expired. Just bear with me.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So there's the Drake Golem that I've just bought this morning. And what I did is I bought a Pitbull and then just upgraded it to a Golem. It was like $4 or something. Who's bothering me? Alright, actually I will go into general chat.
I think it's a bit backwards that more people spin the Sandwich Championship than there are still entering. People need to get their priorities straight.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I did, and I'm not into mining. I don't like mining. But given the fact that I'm gonna have to at some point get into crafting, just bear with me. Jed's got his ship stuck.
Please visit us again.
So I'm joining Jed's server. I can't understand whether he needs help or not. Get rid of that. So I'll try and... Oh, this fucking server is shit. Come on. Please make this easy. So where is Jed's here? Probably not going to show me J, is it? I don't think I'm on... Where the hell is he?
Hey.
Come on, this server's shit.
Hello.
This server is fucking bad. Bear with me a minute. Gonna go back on Drax's server. So he's in checkmate. That's why I can't see him in the game, and he's stuck under a box in the hangar, which is rather unfortunate. Jesus. So, want to have a look at the paint situation. Vehicles. Oh, in fact, clear all. So I've still got some paints. Look at all these fucking paints, man. I've still got some paints that are lost. Now, they did say in the patch notes yesterday that it might be that it's expired. Why is that expired? Invictus blue and gold livery. Why? Actually, no, I've only got the Hurston livery. I should have the Stormbringer. But God, I'm missing shitloads of paints. I'm missing a load of paints. I want to clear filters. Fucking clear filters. Jesus fucking wept. Horrible software. Fucking horrible. And now I've only got 2 pages of paint. I had 3 before. And it's not showing the expired ones for some reason. And I don't know what the fuck's going on. Let me go over to the freight elevator. I mean, you can't rely on anything. You can't take anything for granted. So third time lucky. I only want vehicles. Can I do a search for I don't even know if it'll find it anyway. So it's found. That's bricked. Invictus blue and gold. And it's bricked. How can a paint job be bricked? That's bullshit. I'm totally missing a paint job. My Stormbringer paint is just gone. And the thing is, I removed all the paints from my ships. You know, after that conversation with Thammers about bricking ships, I removed all the paints from my ships. I swapped them around a bit. This is fucking stupid, CIG. You haven't done it properly. You haven't even done half the job. And now I'm missing items that I've paid money for. You know, that's... You don't... Nah. You don't pay for something. Even digital items. Oh yeah, sorry, you can no longer use the item you paid for. You haven't got access to it because it's bricked. By what set of metrics is that logical? No other fucking game ever has done this. So your paint job was on your ship when it got bricked, and therefore your paint job becomes bricked as well. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. The funniest thing, I was discussing this yesterday on Spectrum in the Evo chat, and I got a fuckload of White Knights. I'm gonna call them White Knights. They're making every fucking excuse in the book of why it's okay. And I said, it's not okay. You know, how can you explain to somebody who spent real money on something that they can no longer use what they paid money for because of some in-game mechanic? Just bear with me. Just telling Jed I had to log out. Issues calling the elevators and couldn't get back to my hangar. Right, God, la 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 la. The thing that's really annoying. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Welcome to the ASOC.
I'm going to call up the Golem. Deliver that. Request delivery.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Go back. Now, that says ensure loadout, and it's insured. It's got a green tick by it. And it wants 3978. That is... See, this is an LTI ship. And it still wants 3978. So what I'm going to do is go to vehicles, and we got a paint job as well. The cheapest paint job in the fucking game. The Coal Hat, which was like $3 or something. So if we save changes and equip, right, and then go back to ASOP
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
and
retrieval system.
go to the golem in show loadout, still 3978. I don't know where I'm at with these ships. I really don't. I really don't. Anyway,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
let us retrieve that.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
So I don't mind paying a few thousand for a paint job. I do actually, yeah, I do. I do mind paying a few thousand for a paint job. 'Cause I've already paid for the paint job. Why do I have to pay for it in fucking game? Well, because your paint job's not LTI. Well, my fucking ship is, and they want almost 4,000 credits when it's LTI. And these white knights yesterday were telling me that, oh, well, LTI doesn't mean anything now because, you know, CIG have changed their mind about it. Well, hang on a minute. I bought fucking ships LTI and I paid extra for the LTI. And I bought them because they were LTI, and now you're telling me that LTI just doesn't matter anymore because CIG changed their mind. Well, that's false advertising, and it's fucking fraud. If you're selling something based on statistics or whatever, and then after you've sold it, you've changed what they are, then you're selling it under false pretenses, obviously. You know, it's a fucking scam. So whichever way you look at it, if you're selling something based on whatever, you've got to keep that. You know, you don't, for example, buying a car. You don't buy a car and it's got like a V8 engine, and then when the car arrives, oh, we've changed our mind, we're not supplying it with a V8, you're getting a V4. Or not even a V4, you're getting a four-cylinder straight fucking engine, and no longer a V8. Well, hang on a minute, I paid. You said V8, and now you're not giving me a V8. I want a refund. That's another thing they said. You've got 30 days to refund it. Well, ships that I've had for absolutely fucking years with LTI, CIG didn't change it within the first 30 days. They've changed it years later because they've come up with a new idea for insurance. You know, and in the end, they cancelled me. One guy who had no karma and no posts, he's a complete newbie to Evo, is telling me that I've got a problem. You know, I'm the one with issues, and I said no. I said, I fucking hate, this is what I said to him. I said, I hate people like you who try to cancel other people who don't hold the same opinion as you do. Fucking wankers. Rabbit breeder or whatever his name was. Total cunt. Couldn't have a discussion with him because he's one of these wokey fucking idiots who, yeah, if you don't agree with me, you get cancelled. Your opinion doesn't matter, and you know I'm gonna find every fucking reason I can to crush you into the ground because you don't hold the same opinion as me. And these people are the ones that fucking destroy everything. You need to be able to excuse me. Excuse me. You need to be able to accept other people's opinions, even if you don't agree with them. Oof, excuse me. Mining is split into two phases, fracture and extraction. Fracture mode is used to shatter the rocks and extraction is used to extract. Thank you for that. Halfway through reading it and it cancels out. Nice. I do like the layout. The view is shit. You've only got a forward view and a bit of a side view, but okay. Not in bad, to be honest. Just bear with me. I'm gonna look up some info. Excuse me, I've got a really bad chest and throat this morning. So we've got 2 times size 1 missiles and 2 times size 1 guns. Okay. Okay, I need to stop there, stop there. I need to move this fucking thing. Yeah, iron. Where the fuck do I find iron? Iron. Magda. Or Eta. So that's aerial. Where's the other moons? Eta.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
I mean, I did talk to a couple of people yesterday who said, "Oh yeah, recycling stuff gives you good resources for making items," and I'm like, "Yeah, all right, you know."
Shield system online.
Where's my altimeter? It's not fucking. Oh, here we are. It's working now. Right. I need to just get down to the surface and look for some rocks. Iron. 3.3 and 4.8, so let's... What are we actually looking for? We're looking for half astonite, whatever that is. That's going to be hard to find. Jeez. So... Aberdeen is going to be the best for that, but... Tin. Dollarvine. Aluminium. That's always good. Wait until it cools down. Let's... No, I don't want extraction mode, I want... I want... how do I switch modes on my... It says... right, so fracture mode. So then I've got to break them down even more, have I? Yeah. I've lost the ability to, if I put the gear down, how far am I off the ground at the minute? I've lost the ability to control my ship. I can't.
Engines refueling. Launch complete. Landing complete. Engines online.
I'm trying to take off, and I can't take off, and I can't steer the ship.
Landing complete.
Strafe up, strafe down. It's
Your systems are offline.
completely uncontrollable, apart from the roll. Yeah, I can't. I've completely lost the ability to control the ship. Weird. Very strange. All I can do is roll it. Can't move forwards or backwards. And that is... Oh, now I can.
Landing gear up.
So let me try this. pretty big rock, but so if the lowest we can go is 20%, so this is aluminium ore. And I can't. I have to keep moving the. I can't go any lower than this, so that should be alright actually. Should me. That's broke it into smaller pieces. If I Yeah, there's something not fucking right with the ship. Move lateral. I can't move up or down, forwards or backwards. There's something not. Weird. Be right back. So Jedzia says he's used the golem for 10 loads this patch and never had that problem. But is gimbal on, or is it somehow bounded to left shift on your modes? I'm not sure. I can't move for. I can roll, but I can't strafe up or down or sideways. Can fire the guns. I mean, it came back on for some reason when I went into extract mode. It allowed me to move the ship again. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong. Like I say, I'm not the greatest of miners. I think Bushy took me mining about 3 or 4 years ago and showed me how to mine Contanium. However, that was fucking years ago. But I'm just... I can move the mouse around. I can, you know, I can move it with the mouse, but I can't strafe. I can't go forwards or backwards. What the fuck am I doing? I need to move forwards, backwards. It's just not happening.
Landing gear down.
Weird. Very weird. All I can do is roll. I mean, I can turn the engines off. I can turn everything off and... there it hits the fucking deck again. But... so try to take off, but... Jesus Christ. Oh, right. Now... No. I thought it worked then. I just can't go up. I can't go forwards, backwards, or... I'm thinking you know, it says strafe up, strafe down, control, left control and space. It's just not fucking moving. And then when I went into mining mode, it moved. It won't boost. Huh. That's not going to do shit. It's too far away. But yeah, something not right here. Let me try and Google this. So right, now I can move. Because for some reason my speed limiter was at the bottom. And that is, Google said make sure your speed limiter's not set to 0, and it fucking was. Oh god, right. Now I know what I'm doing. Ish. I think what I need to do is, yeah. But there's that many buttons and controls and what have you. So I'm in fracture mode. And it's, fuck me. It just shoots up for some reason. I think I've got it now. So that's broke down into even more I don't know when I can use extraction mode though.
Landing gear up.
Oh, that was Dollarvine, wasn't it? Jed says he makes the same mistake as I made lots because they changed the modes on, or they changed the controls. Half right. Fuck me. Oh, Dollarvine. I mean, I guess you've got to go into the middle of nowhere to find good stuff. This is tin. Let me just try something. about this? That's getting the tin. I'm gonna have to watch some videos on this shit. Because it's not, see, that's too big to extract. That's not. I can extract that shit. Almost half full now. The hell is this? Beridon? What the hell is that? I guess I can't mine, oh. No, I can't mine that, can I? I'm probably gonna have to,
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
what the hell am I?
Engines offline.
So these. Probably gonna have to be done with the hand. Because Jed did say you can only mine certain size rocks. And in my investigation and calculations, I'm thinking, well, you know, the rocks that you need to mine, that you can mine with a rock or Atlas Geo, you can actually do with a hand miner.
Engines online.
Right, so let's. That's where we've come from. Aluminium, more aluminium.
Landing gear.
And again, the fucking speed. of the ship. I'm gonna have to watch that. Jesus. I've never known a ship to be affected so badly by... Mind you, it is a mining ship, so... If I put mining mode on... What's this? I should have a mining attachment, actually. Glycosides. Yeah, I need to... I think I need to... Oh, this one's closest, isn't it? I need to learn a few things before going out and mining. Fucking apparite. I'm looking for iron. Continuum. Fuck me. I doubt if I can mine this fucking stuff, but I'll certainly give it a go. No. Just not happening. Tin. Haslerite. Fentanyl. Yeah. Aluminium. I mean, I would expect to find iron, like in the mountains, or it depends. CIG1. Won't conform to known geology, will they? They just make it up as they go along. But iron, mountains or riverbeds. More aluminium. There's fucking loads of aluminium. I haven't found any iron. But the website that I used said 100% iron on ITER or Magda. So I would expect it to be quite common. I might even Google it. I don't know. Oh, that's stuff. I should have a orbit mining attachment. And then I'll be able to... yeah, I should. With a big backpack. Go get a doodah, you know. Is that more hadonite? Yeah. Let me just have... I need to drink, so we'll get out of here. I'll have to use the map to get back to Lawville.
Quantum drive is now on.
Jesus.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, it's gonna be in the fucking night again. I mean, I do think if you need different vehicles for different mining purposes, that's like CIG forcing you to buy every ship for every potential job, isn't it? Like, you need a bigger mining ship to mine Quantanium, but you can't mine smaller stuff with a ship that you need to mine Quantanium. You can't mine hand rocks, well, small rocks, with a ship that mines big rocks. I mean, I'd love to buy the whole set, but it just... And I'm wondering where all my attachments are, because I've got certain... I've got one of every attachment from rewards or whatever. Where's my large... There it is. But over the past few years I collected so many fucking multi-tools, and with the wipe they've all gone except for the ones that I own, and I've even lost one of them. So right, now I need to find out how to unload this fucking thing. Well, I need to drink first, don't I? So get that sorted. And turn everything off. But you don't learn anything by not doing it. And this is me doing it. Okay. All right. So drink first, and it is, call it 9 a.m. Well, it's 8:50. Come on. Fucking hell. Can I? Oh yeah, I can just drag that there. He's suffocating in his own hangar. Well, that's not unheard of, is it? Yeah, another thing about the decision to buy a golem was it's only like $5 more than the rock, but with the rock, you've got to get the rock out, put it in a ship, fly the ship to the location, get the rock out, mine, load it back onto the ship, move to another location, unload the rock, blah 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 blah. It's a fuck on. It's just a time sink on top of a time sink, and I thought at least with a mining ship, I can actually fly around with the mining laser and don't have to unload and load it every time I want to move. But yeah, I had some good fun rock mining, and I've had it for about 3 years. The rock, I've never really used. Well, no, I've not used it at all since me and Bushy went mining. So yeah, what Jed was telling me yesterday seemed like a really good idea. I just needed to work out what was the best option. So anyway, is that me? No, I need another. So call it 8:50 or 8:55 when I've had 3 drinks. Right, and I need to know how to unload this fucking thing now. Alright, so what I need to do is unlock ports and put bags down the elevator. Last patch had issues storing making ores in bags vanish, though I never experienced this when quick to menu. That tells me absolutely fuck all, Jed. How do I unload the the golem? Put bags down on the elevator. That's like saying, how do you make a cup of tea? You drink it. The process of actually getting to putting the bags on the elevator, I'll Google it, fuck me. Right, so switch your engines to VTOL mode, press K and unlatch the external ore containers pressing right Alt and K. Apparently, so Google says. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like squeezing blood from a stone. It makes it so difficult you just don't want to bother. But once you've learned, you've learned. Right, everything back on. So, VTOL mode. And then unlatch the external ore containers, right Alt and K. So I don't want to be too...
Hello?
Hello, mate.
Did you figure it out?
Well, Google says port ships unlocked.
Or
Google...
okay.
Google says go into VTOL mode with pressing K and then unlatch external ore containers pressing right Alt and K and use the tractor beam to move the detached boxes to a freight elevator. So it's talking about unlocking the ports, isn't it? With
Yeah,
right
that's what,
Alt and K.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't need to be in the air for this. I can just right. So where are the... It says empty.
One of them might be empty if you only got half of your cargo filled.
Yeah. They both say empty. Oh no, there's only one. So where's the other...
The other one's behind it. You might have to pull out.
Right. So... What do I do? Just put this on the elevator, or...?
Yep, you just put that down the elevator. And you... It's a bit convoluted, but you gotta go to the refinery. Put the refinery order in like you used to. Then you gotta sell the inert materials out of the ore bag at the ore sales terminal, like where you would sell the unrefined material. You would get
Wait. So, I'm in Lawville at the minute. What I need to do is go to a refinery. I mean, I've got
Yeah.
aluminium and tin. So I still need to go to a refinery.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a refinery on Lorville.
No, there isn't. I'm just thinking logistics. So I need to put this back. Wait a minute. I'll put this back on the ship. Because I'm an absolute noob miner. I've never... Where the
They used to
fuck?
do it a lot, but then they completely redid it like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I've not got into it since this patch, basically.
Right. Right. Um, I'm looking for iron. I can't find fucking iron. I've
There's
got to.
iron on my planet here.
Say again.
I'm looking at iron right now. There's iron on this planet I'm on right now.
Oh, look at you.
No, but I'm just saying, are you in part? No, you're not in part.
No. I am in Lawville.
The Air and Halo has everything, but you're gonna spend a while looking for it, because it has everything.
What has everything? Sorry.
The Air and Halo.
I don't.
There's
I,
a there's an
where?
asteroid belt in Stanton, in between Hurston and Microtech, I believe. And it's been there since as long as I can remember. I started in 314, and it used to be marked on the star map, but you could never set a route to it. But if you drop out 20.3, like 20.3,
I know where. I know where to drop out to get to it. Yeah. It's where the line crosses the Lagrange point or whatever it is. So I know where to drop out, but I'm just trying to work this out and go through the motions of things. So I need a refinery, but when I'm traveling around, I found quantanium, a big fucking rock of quantanium. Couldn't mine it in the golem. I'm guessing I need a bigger ship.
yeah, so the mole inherently has like an extra 40% power on its laser.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, I'm using. Do I still have one? I don't. I don't know what it was called. Darn it. So you can buy these consumable modules that you can put on your mining laser, and it increases the power. Like the one I used increased it 30%
Okay.
for 40 seconds.
Yeah.
But it was like so many uses. Um, there's also passive modules that will give you like 120% power, basically an extra 20% power. And you can stack that with the active modules. You can get more power from the active modules. So there might be some meta setup to use 3 different types of active modules or something to get crazy power.
So is it possible to mine quantanium in the golem?
There's different size rocks, but the problem I found with the golem is its mining laser increases the resistance when you hit a rock. Because of the type of laser
Is
it
it
is.
is it possible to mine quantanium in the golem?
If you can find a small enough rock, probably.
Okay, so it's the size of the rock, not the material. That's what I'm trying to work out.
Well, it's just that some of the rocks are so small, you don't even need to split them, and you can just eat them.
Yeah,
Even
I found a couple like that.
that's the only way. Some of the
Yeah,
rocks are like high tier, and you need multiple people, and the
yeah.
only yeah.
Attachments, right. So I want why are these fucking stacked? We've got tractor beam, SRT. Oh god. And now I've got half as many as I had. I had some fucking paint jobs earlier, and 2 of them were bricked. And now I can't find the bastards. They're just... Oh, there they are. They're back again. Invictus Blue and Gold and Salvation Vespid. I mean, how can you brick a paint job?
I don't know.
I've paid for these fucking paints.
You can claim
Actually,
them back now at your home. You can
I
claim
am.
all your stuff.
How can you claim it?
Over to your freight elevator. Is this your home? Over?
Yep. Yep.
In your freight elevator.
Go to the freight elevator. Oh, it's over here. Now, I read in the maintenance notes yesterday that they were going to bring this in, but not in this release. So I'm interested to have a look at this. So go over to the freight elevator, send it down.
Yep, and in the top right corner somewhere there should be a button that says claim or
Claim mode.
yeah. I haven't done it because I've not brought the Heart Seeker back yet. But I did look at it.
I didn't know they were bringing this in. So
I don't think anyone did really.
yeah, shit. It's just so fucking badly implemented. I don't even know why they've wasted time on this. You know, it's a really bad idea. Really bad. So it would be nice for this to show you which
Ones you already have and
yeah,
have.
I mean, it's just so fucking lazy what they've done, and the way they've done it. Like iron weave. I haven't got my iron weave. I've got my claim that. I want Cerberus. Where's C8? Black Heron. Yeah, I want to claim that. Elysium. Where's my... Oh, Hercules, Cerberus. I want to fucking claim that. And look at all these Gladius paints I've got. I haven't even got a fucking Gladius.
That's what my problem. I have so many random paints from like events
Yeah.
or random things.
I don't know which one's fucking bricked because they're not telling me, so I'll have to claim on both. In fact...
Really hard to find any rocks on this planet. Keep finding cows.
Yeah. They should do the same with fucking armors and... Well, all your hanger gear. You know, all the items in your hangar, you should be able to claim back. But I would... I wouldn't mind paying insurance, like, insure armors for 100,000 a month or whatever. Not every time I fucking claim them. But it's what's the fucking point of buying them on the pledge store and then having to pay to use them on or insure them in game? I mean, you're like paying for the item, and then you're paying in game for the privilege to use the item you paid real money for. It's
Sounds
like
you're trying to get rid of the point of pledgeship. So
you
does
you
it, like,
you buy a season ticket to your favorite sports team, and when you turn up to one of the games, they say, "Oh yeah, your season ticket only gets you entry into the stadium, but you've got to pay to sit down." And you say, "All right, I'll just stand and watch." Oh no, you can't do that. You've got to sit down, but you've got to pay for that. So, well, what's the point in me buying a season fucking ticket for hundreds of dollars? I mean, I feel sorry for the people with really expensive ships.
well, that's the only reason I think they pushed this so soon. Is like all the capital ships were broken. Everyone lost their Idris kits. Everything related to like thousands of dollars worth of items just gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't understand where they're going with this or why. I mean, do they think people want to waste time on this endlessly? It needs to be simple, facilitating, user-friendly, and not waste people's fucking time or in-game credits for something they've already fucking paid for. Why would you ask people to buy this shit and then charge them again in game? I get
I
the
just don't get that part.
the company needs funding, to stay in business. But why ask people to pay twice? Even though some of it's in-game currency. I don't get it. And this LTI thing, you should have read the fucking shit that I got from certain Evocati members yesterday, when I pointed out all these contrasting discrepancies. And it's like, oh no, it's all right because CIG have done it and blah blah blah. And well, no, it's not all right. Why am I paying for this shit?
It does seem like there's too many white knights defending. Like,
Oh, fuck them.
insurance system's not ready. Is not close to ready.
That's one thing that Fury 4 said. He said they've only just implemented it. It's not all worked out yet. They're testing it. And I said, well, this is live. And what are Evocati and PTU for? If
And
they're
tech
using
preview,
if they're using live for testing. Well, they've got multiple ones. They've got EPTU, they've got PTU, they've got tech preview, they've got hotfix.
yeah.
What else have they got? There's about 6 of them. Apart from live, I'm not talking about live, but there's about 6 different environments what CIG use, and the argument shifted every fucking time. I said, well, they've got PTU and Evocati, or they haven't got the numbers. Snowmine jumps in and said, well, actually, according to Star Citizen Live, they have got the numbers. They had so many users, which, if you're talking about that in server terms, it's 20 servers full of users. 20 servers worth of users.
There should be enough
And
data.
yeah. And then they come up with another fucking excuse to cover that. And at the end of the, I can't call it a discussion. It was like a persecution fucking, like an inquisitor questioning.
Almost like a witch trial. You
Yeah,
gotta
like,
stand
yeah,
trial,
that kind of thing.
defend yourself.
And at the end of it, Gottenzow came up with it's an alpha. Oh fucking no!
Every time.
I didn't think you'd use that. I said, okay, play the alpha card. When you run out of points to make, play the alpha card. And yes, all these people, no matter what you say, no matter whether you've got a point or not, they will defend CIG for whatever fucking reason. Maybe they think it's their duty to do so. But you cannot justify asking people to pay for items, game items, and then lose the use of them through some really short-sighted implemented functionality. And I said to Fury, I said, they've got all these test environments. Why use live? That's not what you do with test software. In development software, in a corporate sense, in a business sense, you have development, staging, and final release, public release. So you have your development where you do all your working out, making sure it's as designed. Then you put it to staging, and staging is the testing. It's the alpha, beta, gamma phases. And then when that's verified, you put it live. You don't use live for testing. You don't. And especially when CIG's got all these test environments, why would they ever think of using live? And Fury said it, because they haven't got the numbers on PTU and Evocati. Well, yeah, like Snowmine says, according to Star Citizen Live, they fucking have. And this is the that when I said later on, the Starlight will seem really good right now because it's a ship they're trying to sell. And once the next ship comes along, they'll fucking nerf it, just like they do with all other ships. No. Fury said, no. And then sort of 2 or 3 people jumped in and said, oh yeah, they did it with this ship, that ship. Shark Bites came along and said they did it with, he named about 4 or 5 ships. And then somebody else came along and said, oh, they also did it with such and such. And I said, they do it with them all. It's a marketing strategy by CIG, and it works. People fall for it every fucking time.
They said that they're gonna fix the Stulian or something, and now everyone's like, let's buy back the railing. But that's not how this works. Like, they fix it and then you buy something if you want to buy it. Not on word of mouth.
The thing is, they're a business and, they've got to make money. But the way in which they go about it, which is arguably deceptive, sneaky in the way that they do it, you don't trust anything they do or say as a result. And this is the reputation they've got. They've done it to themselves in the way that they do it. And instead, when CIG do something that's against the general public consensus, it's not a bad decision. It's the backers that are a set of pricks. We want to do this, and we've got a lot of backlash because it's not popular, but it's not our fault, it's them. And that wanker fucking rabbit breeder who basically tried to make out that there's something wrong with me mentally or emotionally, he can fuck off.
selling people game loops for ships, and I don't know if these ships is ever gonna get these game loops, like the MSR, any exploration ship, any hacking ship, stuff like that. You know. I think the Herald is also a data run ship.
Yeah, well, it frustrates me because you can't have a sensible, straightforward, honest discussion with these people because they're like bigoted and biased and prejudiced to start with. And anything that doesn't agree with them, they don't want to hear. You know, they put the fucking fingers in their ear and go, la 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 la, you're fucking stupid. You know, you need to give your head a shake and get your fucking ideas in order because it's not what I agree with. No. People who say that are in the wrong. You know, you've got to accept everybody's opinion, no matter what it is, whether you agree with it or not. You don't have to respect it and you don't have to waste time with it. But if somebody's got an opinion you don't agree with, you don't cancel them. You don't call them stupid.
Spectrum's been pretty bad for that, banning people just for proving that something that SIG did in the past that they said they were gonna do or something like that. You know.
Oh, they've done it so many times. They've done it so many times, but whose fault is that? If you say, you know, Chris Roberts with the automatic unloading,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, I saw that on one of Cameral's videos recently, and he explained at length, you know, if you come into a port like Los Angeles, there's cranes and equipment and dockers to unload the ship. The ship crew don't do it. And yeah, you know, now you've got to do it yourself with an Atlas fucking loader unloader. But that's just one example, you know. I'm not going to focus on that and say, oh, CIG are wrong about everything, but no, they don't have to make some fucking stupid decisions. And there has to be a way of you claiming back your lost pledge gear, your hanger items. There has to be a way.
At the moment, it's not. This was part of the item recovery that they were
Yeah.
talking about in the weekly report or monthly report, I think.
Yeah.
They just took a part of this. But they're supposed to brick our gear and stuff.
A bricked paint job. How the fuck do you brick a paint job? I bought a paint for the golem actually. It was $3. Coal something. It's actually on the ship right now, and it only costs like 4,000 to get this. Insurance on an LTI golem is 4,000 credits. Insurance with a paint job is the same price.
Okay, maybe they fixed it in the patch. They were supposed to fix it in the update. One of the things to do with paint they were supposed to fix. I don't know if this was their solution.
Yeah.
Your screen.
And now I'm not getting any pop-ups, so I don't know what the paints are. This is bullshit. It's complete bullshit. I mean, you go from one problem to the next and then back to the problems that have been fixed. It's so bad. It's in a really bad state, and it's in a perpetual bad state. I don't know how it gets this way. Just bear with me. I've got the orbit mining attachment. What I want is, have I got a multi-tool? Yeah, I only want to fucking list my gadgets. Get rid of that fucking menu.
Oh Oh, I see it. The sort menu.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll have that. And just take that off. Put that on us. So I think that's got the orbit mining attachment on it now. What's going on with the fucking graphics? It flashes like I've all the items in my inventory plus my ammo is flashing around the icon, and I don't know why. It's fucked up.
Yeah, my
It's
game's really fucked up too in different ways. Like my ground textures don't even exist like anywhere.
Yeah. And when I first used this in the PTU, it was fucking perfect. It worked. It was great. It wasn't difficult to use, and now it's on live. Oh, but there's so many more people using it online. No, this is my personal fucking inventory. The only way I can see it being a problem is if there's 100 users or 1,000 users all doing it at the same time. Which may put the database under a bit of stress, but you know, you look at games like World of Warcraft and Eve, you know, massive games with thousands upon thousands of players, no fucking problem.
That's not
So
true.
how do they do it?
No, they had a big problem. World of Warcraft lost a load of items from guilds. They updated their inventory to try and create a shared inventory, and they lost loads of items from guilds. It was like from the very beginning of the game.
I played World of Warcraft for about 4.5 hours, maybe 10 years ago or more. A mate at work said, log in and I'll show you around and blah, 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 blah. So I did. During those 4.5 hours, I not once had a fucking problem with inventory. It was great. And, you know, like, there's depots. There's other games like this that I've played where they have like a depot and you store stuff in a depot. What's that other one? Another fucking sword and sauce. RuneScape. I played RuneScape for about 3 months. Not one fucking problem with the inventory. There was fucking hundreds, if not thousands, of people online.
Yep. And there's people constantly moving
Yeah,
items.
you know.
Like, you know.
Other games manage it. Star Citizen can't, and it's not just the inventory. It's a lot of things. Almost everything with Star Citizen doesn't fucking work properly at one time or another. Gets fixed, problem comes back. It's just riddled with fucking problems, and they never seem to get solved permanently. Whereas almost every other project, especially game software that I can think of, solves its problems and keeps them solved. And yes, there are instances where other games have had problems, but they're not perpetual and they don't repeat. Not like Star Citizen. Oh yeah, but this is the first time anybody's ever done this. No, it's fucking not. You know, I've had that, people say that to me time and time and time again. It's the first time it's ever been done. Are you fucking kidding me? Name a game that has long-term persistence. Minecraft. You put a fucking chest down with 20 items in it, that fucking chest will remain there until somebody removes the items or gets deleted or destroyed. And that is the fucking simplest game I can think of that uses long-term persistence. Yeah, but it's not on the same scale as Star Citizen. That's not part of the argument or the point. You said no other game has long-term persistence. They fucking do. You know, you want the most well-known example of long-term persistence, fucking Minecraft. Or Rust. You know.
Like all those games, I guess, got it figured out. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the first time that World of Warcraft had this issue in its entire time, so that's not too bad, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
been
not trying to argue my point. I'm just getting sick of people making shit up that isn't true in order to justify what CIG are doing, have done, and will do. It's bullshit. You know, it's like being part of a fucking religious cult that you're completely in denial. And I have I'm really personally against this because I fucking grew up. My family were very religious, and each time something came up which was a discrepancy or contradictory or couldn't be explained, oh, they were up in fucking arms. Instead of questioning it, you should just accept it. Isn't that stupid? You should just accept what you're told, even though it's got no evidence to back it up, because then everything's hunky-dory and you can view the world through your rose-tinted spectacles and nothing's ever a problem.
I wouldn't be able to do that myself either.
I mean, I found out about, I think it's 18. The Bible, right? There's 18 books of the Bible that weren't included in Western civilization. And it was mostly to do with the Catholic Church. And in centuries gone by, the Catholic Church decided that the books of the Bible that were too revealing or, you know, made you aware of things they didn't want you to be aware of, they just fucking cut them out. But there are certain references to these books in the Bible today. Makes you question, well, where are they? You know, in, I think, the book of Jude in the New Testament, it mentions the book of Enoch. And it mentions the Nephilim, which were giants. You know, the land of the Nephilim was where these giants were. And
Okay.
questions upon questions about why we don't know and why we're not told. The most complete account of the Bible that exists is in Ethiopia, and that has the 18 book. I think it's 18. It has these 18 books. You know, the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jubilee. Oh shit! What's that other one called? It gives a list of all the angels and what the roles were. You know, the hierarchy of angels. Yep. We don't have these things in the Bible. Why not? Because at some point, the Catholic Church, not just the Catholic Church, but kings and emperors and, you know, wise men, they all decided that, no, we shouldn't know about things that are in the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jubilee, and the rest of them. Because it explains too much. And by cutting them out, you can just tell people what you like, and they can't question it because they can't prove it. But
that's how the history is written by the victors, kind of thing.
Yeah, you know. I mean, the Book of Enoch is fucking wild. I've got a copy, and I've read it, and it goes into some really, really fundamental shit. And it's interesting, but it's, you know, you should read it more of a story than a religious text,
Yeah.
because
I just
Christianity isn't the first religion ever. It borrowed certain ideas from previous religions. You know, like the Immaculate Conception, the Virgin Birth. That was borrowed from Babylonian religions, and so was I think the Trinity came from the Sumerians. You know, the
so it's just a conglomeration.
Holy Trinity. But why would you deny people knowledge in order to control them? Well, that answers itself. You don't give them the knowledge, and then you can control them easier. You can tell them what you like about God, and, you know, they can't question it. It's weird.
It is
You know,
interesting though.
but it is because, you know, these books of the Bible that, and the only reason why Ethiopia has these is because the Western world, it was far out of the way of the Romans and the Catholic Church and everywhere else. So the Ethiopians, you know, all they did through the generations was copy the text. They used goat skins and ink made from plant extract and charcoal.
And they had to write it out each time.
You know, and they fervently copied the original manuscripts throughout the centuries, and you've got the most complete version of the Bible from Ethiopia. And certain stories and events in the Bible as we know it are completely fucking different in the original version of from Ethiopia than they are in our version. And the wording, the words used are sometimes completely different, which brings on a whole new meaning. I mean, there's loads and loads and loads of questions you can ask, like, you know, when God says, and this is very early on in Genesis, let us make man in our own image. God didn't say, let me make man in my image. He said, let us make man in our own image. And that's in the Bible as we know it. You know, and you say, who's us? Who are we? You know, why the plural?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Everything is plurals I find in the Bible though. A lot of stuff is.
it's why there's so many different religions. You can't prove God exists, so you can believe what you like, and you can get anybody to believe what you say by not being able to prove it. Anyway, I'm going to be right back in 2 minutes, mate. I need a piss
I'm gonna
and a
hop
cup.
after because my brother's online, but
Okay.
you take care though.
Yeah,
It's nice chat.
catch you later. Thanks for the information, mate. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, good luck.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate. Bye for now. And we are back. Right. So, what we need is to go to a refinery. Now, I'm guessing we've got to pay for this shit. From what I remember, I mean, Bushy, in years gone by, Bushy showed me how to refine materials. I didn't realise you had to do it with all raw materials. I thought it was just quantanium. But more for me. You live and learn. In fact, let's refuel while we're here. Okay. So, this in itself is becoming quite a fucking chore. You've got to mine it, then you've got to refine it, then you've got to transport it back to where you need it. So, it's like another full-time job on top of everything else. I must admit, you know, Star Citizen offers quite a broad scope of vocations, but it's just so fucking time consuming. It's not so much a game as a way of life. And I don't know what Chris Roberts' vision for Star Citizen is, but it keeps fucking changing. Right. I'm thinking refinery. Let's just go halfway here. Atamafuji and Chiyoshima. I'm gonna give this one to Chiyoshima. No. Atamafuji. This is a sumo. I'm watching the sumo at the same time. Lot of fucking injuries in the Natsu Basho. More injuries than I've ever known. Loads of them. Takayasu, Kotozakura went out yesterday, or the day before yesterday. It's unbelievable. Ainishiki, the two Yokozuna, Hoshoyu and Onosato. And yeah, loads of injuries. Yep, there he goes. Atamifuji. Oh, God. I think Atamifuji got that. He went down just as the guy stepped out. Henka! No. Just bear with me 1 minute. Oh, fucking hell, wrong button. Wrong button. I know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck me. Obviously don't know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck it, I'll look at it later. Oh, new law. New law in place that the certain government departments can now view your full bank statements. They can't just ask for figures, they can view your full bank statements. Well, good luck to them. I'm looking for doodah, aren't I? Refineries. Referral 2, Fearful Dream. So if you go there, thank you any moments, and oh, I know what I'm doing. And this will be our little run, shall we say. But it's all travelling around, doing this, doing that, bits by bits, piece by piece. I would absolutely love it to be more straightforward than this, but it's not.
Quantum drive is now off.
Looking forward to the anvil. Hang on, we're upside down. Or are we? Oh god, I can't even tell. Yeah, I think this is the right way up. I'm looking forward to the anvil changeover at DefenceCon in about 7 hours. So small hangar is in a loop. I think it's a really good idea, these hangars. Right, so we're gonna come in and auto land. Now, I've got to take the stuff off now and put it in the Freight elevator is what I'm thinking. But yeah, I just want to waste some time doing this because it's something I've never ever got into. So and it's registered to me, so nobody else can nick it. Well, they could, but nobody will do any much with it. So if I transfer to warehouse, and the Drake ore pod. So if I expand, no, hang on, go back, collapse. Do I then have to put this down? Did I then? How the fuck do you open this? I need to watch a video on this. I'm just messing around. It would be easier. I mean, Jed's done loads of mining, and how he can't explain things a little better than what he does, I don't know. Because all it is passing on experience. So you do this, you do that, then you do this, and that's how it's done. And it would be great if somebody could just tell me that. But I don't know. Finding out yourself is a bit of a waste of time, but maybe more fun. I've been here for ages. Storage. I'm trying to... Oh, here we are. So...
Today's scheduled waste disposal has been postponed until further notice.
First thing we do is buy some crews. We buy 12 bottles of this, as we always do. We'll go up to the refinery section. So, refinement processing. Welcome Exarga, top line of staff. You're ready to start new work. Okay, begin. Select material. So tin. I don't know where the coffers come from, but inert materials. Eesh. Cormac method. Dinnick solid. Gaskin. Ferron exchange. That is get quote. Processing time 32 minutes 1 second. Okay. So let's try Cormac method. Get quote. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Confirm that work order accepted. Might as well hang around. I don't care right now what the yield is. You know, it's something new to learn, to get involved with. In fact, bear with me. Be right back. So I might have to go shortly. I've got some stuff to sort out in real life. Anyway. Work order complete. Hi. Select a location. So inert materials. Unrefined material value 32 AUEC. Right, so sell that. Got it.
I'm thinking about going on one of those starlight
Inert materials.
I'm a little worried
Got
that
it.
we can coop
Do you want to ask me if I've got it again, just so I've got it?
Business stunning. Hello.
I thought I'd just sold those. Sell to refinery, got it. You will receive, got it. Are you sure? Service error, got it. Right, if I go back into that again. Right, it's disappeared now. Fine, good. Thank you. Hello, Chuck.
How's it going?
Why, aye.
You hear about the latest Bandura raid? I try not to look at you, but sometimes I just can't help thinking.
So if I go to a storage, have we got any in here? Yeah. No, that's equipment rentals. Where's the nearest storage thingamabob? So I should have a shitload of... Eh?
I need someone from maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
Select storage option. To confirm the delivery, click below otherwise. Right, so collect. Work order delivered. Right, now that should... I'm trying to remember all what fucking Bushy told me years and years ago. And of course, it's not... Oh, where... I need... God. I need to... Ore sales. I haven't got anything. Where's my... Oh, where's my stuff gone? Where's all my ores gone? Will it be in my freight elevator? I don't know. I'll go back there. See, where I'm getting confuzzled is that you mine with the multi-tool and you put the rocks in your backpack. And I'm just thinking, you know, you mine with the rock and you get fucking rocks in the thing. So trying to remember where the shops are. Not here. Oh, there it is. So with the golem, it's like another 5, 6, 7 processors.
Smart buy.
Yeah, shut up, you. In fact, what have you got here in the way of attachments? Two times. Suppressor 1. Veil flash. Suppressor and veil flash are fucking useless because the enemies know exactly where you are anyway, even though they haven't seen you and they can't hear you. Right, so I want to... Oh, God, wrong button, that was me. I'm going to go back to Aesop. Or should I say hangar. And check the freight elevator. I need to get the ship container out anyway. But... I want to know where all the ore's gone. There it is. So it is in the thing. So I need that back up. Well, want to see you. Oh, God. Why can't I see that in my local inventory? Is it because it's in one SCU boxes? I know what I'm doing. Right, so that's back on the ship. I'm just going to keep the ore here for now. What I will do is just as a... Right, what have we got? Aluminium, copper, 0.35. I mean, why has it put my copper in two stupid amounts? That's like 0.35. Oh, God, send it down first. I'm bringing that up. I'm just interested in seeing what it is. If it's a 1 SCU container with not 3.5 fucking... It is. Jesus Christ. And I can't access it, can I? Too heavy to pick up. But I bet I can... Yeah. Right. So... Can I... There's nowhere on the ship I can put this. So, yeah, I'm going to have to come... fuck me. I'm going to have to come with another ship to pick these up when the time comes and then transport them somewhere else. Fucking another rigmarole in a long list of rigmaroles that complicates things. And, yeah, okay. Right, what I think I'm going to do is I need to go sort out some stuff, so I'm going to log out here. I'll store that. Yeah. And I will be back hopefully shortly. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll leave that. Log out to there we go. Thank you very much. Catch you later. Have a good one.
Amazing work from Cutaway